completes a third down pass, their chances of getting a score on that drive go up big time. So getting off the field is great. Nice job by the defender.
Good yardage picked up on that call. The offense is led by one of the most dynamic quarterbacks in the NFL, Teddy Bridgewater out of Louisville.
Teddy Bridgewater had a terrific career at the University of Louisville, turned that football program around. Our first-round pick in the NFL. He is going to have a successful, long career.
The Vikings will take the snap from the 30. He's got the catch. Picks up about 2. That little throw was good for only 3, so it's now 2nd down and 7. Here's the handoff to Adrian Peterson. And at the 37, he'll be brought down. On the way, 3rd down. We'll send it back to the quarterback out of the gun. Great pass, great catch, great control.
When the defense is going to play safe and they don't want you to run by them, you've got to be able to throw these out routes where the receiver's cutting towards the sideline and the quarterback stick it in there.
The Vikings will take the snap from the 40. The catch is made by Jarius Wright.
You got to be able to adjust when you run these drag routes across the field. The throw cannot always be right on target. Can you reach behind, make the catch, and keep going full speed? That's the sign of a good receiver.
The Vikings have it at the 39. Peterson's met at the 37. After the 2-yard carry, it sets up 2nd down and 8. With the grab. And he's brought to the ground.
When you run that drag route across the field, it is not as easy as it looks. When you're running fast, you have to catch the football right in stride, and you cannot see what's in front of you.
Let's see how they back up the big play here. Handoff out of the I formation. Falls all over that offense and brings him down. Bridgewater is running away from the pressure.
Jim, I love these situations. 3rd and goal, what are they going to call? They're going to run the football, they're going to go with a pass, and if it is a pass, I would look for something quick.
Bridgewater's got it in the gun. It was right there, but he didn't bring it in.
Well, the quarterback that time tried to squeeze it into tight coverage, but no can do. The coverage is too good, and the football falls incomplete.
No doubt about it. Put 3 on the board. Nearing the end of the first quarter, and the 3 points on the board puts them ahead.
Got to feel good about that drive. That was nice. Of course, it didn't lead to a touchdown, but it was good enough to get you 3 points.
Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. The Giants offense comes back onto the field. Let's see if they can move the chains this time, because the last possession was ugly. They weren't out there very long.
Jim, you know how I think in situations like this, I think it's more up to the coach than the players. Call a play that really catches the defense off guard so you can get an easy gain and get the momentum on your side and get it rolling.
That's his first reception today.
Manning's able to show off the footwork. Wow, what a good job. Look at those feet. Like a dancer. Gets himself in very good position to throw the football.
1st and 10. Looking at every option. And looking underneath. This will go incomplete. The running back position today will be handled Rashad Jennings.
Look, he's a veteran running back who has power and speed, but he also can block for the quarterback. So you love guys like this that can always stay on the field.
2nd down and 10. And a flag comes out. Newman's there to make the tackle.
Holding offense.
The defense accepts the penalty. 1 quarter down, and the defenses have set the tone in this low-scoring affair. We'll be back in a moment. We're back here to start the 2nd quarter. And, partner, when you're in a tight defensive game like this, what does an offense have to do to open this game up?
Well, I think what happens sometimes in situations like this, Jim, you know, the offense, they plan for the game and what they're going to do, but they come out there in that first series or two, they go, wow, these guys are better in person than they were on the film. So you've got to adjust physically. I think now that they have adjusted, we'll see if they can make some things happen.
Now looking at 3rd down. Manning's back in shotgun formation. Randall's going to pull in the bullet pass. That's his first reception today.
Well, they call this route a lot of things. They call it a go route, a 9 route, or a fly route. And all of them mean the same thing. Run as fast as you can, get behind the defense.
1st down and 10. With 2 hands, he has it. That's a gain of 8.
Giants coaching staff, they have been smart today. They are keeping everybody off bounds. Even me, I thought for sure they would run the football, but no, they come out on 1st down, they throw it, they pick up solid yards. Good job by them.
2nd and 2. Jennings going to secure the handoff.
Good job by the offense getting the 1st down in the red zone. Now it becomes tricky. Can you deceive the defense where you get a chance to get a score?
Ready to snap the football at the 13. Now 1st and 10. Scanning the field. Jennings with the catch.
Vikings are hard to fool on the defensive side, especially when they're in the red zone. So that time, all over the offensive play call, they stopped the completion for no gain.
2nd and 10. And Jennings taking the handoff. Jennings tackled down after a gain of 10.
Good job that time by the offense. They pick up a 1st down inside the 20-yard line. Now we'll see if they can punch it in and get 7 points.
Only 2 yards to go to pay dirt. 2-minute warning looms, and this may be the last play before it hits. And we've reached the 2-minute warning in this one. And now as we come back to the field, we're looking at a defense trying to maintain a lead going into the break. 1st and goal from the 2. Jennings going to take the hit, and he's in for the touchdown.
You got to give the offensive line just a lot of credit. It's 1st and goal. They just line up and power the football in there. Nice run, but a great job by the O-line.
The Giants with an extra point try on the way. And the extra point is good. Josh Brown about to boot it down the field. And now Patterson. Just across the 20 and and tackled at the 21. And here's Peterson getting ready to man his spot in the backfield again. They've fallen behind here, and maybe it has something to do with the fact that he hasn't really been able to do anything on the ground to this point.
Oh, I think it's everything to do with why they're behind in this game so far here today, Jim. And listen, the coach has got to call some different plays. What they've been running has not worked. Time for a different look.
Bridgewater's going to take the snap from the shotgun. He rips it right out of the wide receiver's hands.
That incompletion by the quarterback, hey, I give the quarterback no fault. That was just tremendous coverage by the secondary player. He's in position and able to make the football be incomplete.
Adrian Peterson takes the football. The defense will take the penalty. After that penalty, it's now 2nd down and 20. From the gun. Incomplete. The hit jarred the ball loose.
Well, I know this. When it comes to these situations, don't take a chance, because if you do, I promise you, it's going to backfire.
The Giants with 2 extra defensive backs in the dime. He's drilled as he throws.
Let's give the defense a lot of credit. They got the offense in a 3rd and long situation, and the pass goes incomplete. The offense, well, you just got to do a better job not putting yourself in those situations.
Harris is going to look for space now. And that's a gain of 13. The Vikings defense, let's see where they are mentally here, Phil, after allowing a touchdown.
Well, they got to have some motivation after that last drive. It was so poor. It's about discipline. We didn't see it from their defense. So this time, go out there and just do your job. Well, they always say if you get your hands on the football, you got to make the catch. Yeah, right. The guy that made that rule up wasn't getting hit as he was trying to catch the football. Nice hit that time by the defender.
Eli Manning takes it from the gun. Looking long. Almost intercepted.
Long way to go in this game. No reason to panic right now, and I don't think the offense will. They'll call a nice conservative play here.
The Giants need to get to the 42 for the 1st down. 3rd and 10. There's a flag out. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a 1st down.
Holding. Defense.
The penalty is declined. That last play will hold up.
The defensive line, they're all shifting to the right. I think they're expecting a run.
Reaches out and grabs it. 3rd catch today so far.
The Giants did a good job that time throwing a pass on 1st down and picked up some nice yards. Now 2nd and short really puts the defense in a tough position.
The Giants are going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts right here.
Good job by the defensive line shifting all down inside. I think they're expecting a run up the middle.
Eli Manning able to find Hakeem Nicks. Offense going to stop the game here with a timeout. First down at the 22. Catch made. Giants in the end zone. What a fine start to this game. Here we are late in the second quarter. They put up another touchdown, Phil.
Well, they got a nice lead, and they like to take this in at halftime. And if you're the coach of the team that's leading at half
line. Adrian Peterson retaking the field. He hasn't made much of an impact in this game, Phil, and that's caused problems for his side.
Yeah, listen, he is the center of their football team. And when he goes well, of course, the team goes well. So they got to find a way to get him started. How do you do that? Is it a trick play? I don't know. But get him going. Tell that offensive line to toughen up, and this game will change around.
First down at the 26. Gets it out for the completion. That's a gain of 6. That short pass play picked up 6. It's now second down and 4. Looking across the middle. Tackle's made, and the first down is picked up.
Well, the quarterback showed off his arm strength that time, didn't he? He put the football right on the money, on a line, right into the receiver's hands.
Bridgewater's completion percentage, 60% on the day. And that will close out the first half from the Twin Cities. We'll step away for halftime and be back to Minneapolis in just a moment for the beginning of the third quarter.
Thanks, Jim, and welcome to the EA Sports Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Vikings are on the bad end of things at home, but will have 2 quarters to turn it around. The Giants deserve to be ahead, but will need to put together another strong half. Here we go. Let's do this. Here's your first half highlights. Now 2nd and 8, out of the shotgun, pass will be completed, and he'll be tackled at the 6-yard line. Giants now late in the first quarter. Here we get a quick pass and completion, and he'll eventually be brought down, but not before getting to the 47-yard line. Giants have it later on the drive. Jennings looking for room to run, and he caps off the drive on this run. The lead grows to 4. They'll line up right at the 22-yard line. It's Manning with the completion over the middle, and 22 yards later, he's going in for the score. The lead now at 11. So that will do it for us in the studio. We'll head back to the field now for the start of the second half.
Okay, Larry, looking sharp back in that studio. Thank you for that. And now we're ready to get the third quarter underway as these teams take the field. With this kick, the second half is underway. Sherrills fields the kick. It out to about the 27 before he's taken down. The Giants defense heads onto the field here to start the second half, looking for another stop and once again to give the ball back to their offense as they're leading in this one here early third, Phil.
I like what they did in the first half. The defense goes in there at halftime. They get a little rest, so come out here and show that energy and take advantage of the situation and make some plays. Now, don't look at the scoreboards, which tells you you're down by a couple of scores. Just concentrate on every single play and try to get another first down.
First and 10. Hits the ground and goes incomplete on the short throw. Second down after the incompletion. Second down and 10. Bridgewater's pass will go for an incompletion.
The defense has really done a good job here in this drive. They got this offense in a 3rd and long situation. Let's see if they can convert it.
The Vikings need to get to the 35 to pick up a first. The Vikings will take the snap from the 45. And this goes incomplete as he was looking over the middle.
The Vikings really don't have much of a chance of picking up this first down. It's 3rd and long. Of course, the defense is looking for passes down the field. They're all over everything, and the pass goes incomplete.
It'll be a touchback. The Giants have gone up top all day, Phil. Manning's been dropping back and airing it out.
He's had the time to air that football out, and what we are seeing, the speed of this offense. And speed, what does it do? It can get down the field behind the defense, and they are making big plays.
The Vikings defense now loading up, expecting pass with a dime defense. He'll throw it over the middle. Has his target. Kendrick's there that time for the tackle.
Well, the defense, they give up a first down there. They're behind. They just can't sit back there and keep bending. You got to take some chances. Go on the offensive, on the defensive side, and just make things happen.
Manning's completion percentage 70% on the day. The football rests at the 44. And Jennings in the backfield, single back set. Looking to go up top again on first down. Very nearly intercepted.
When you're going against a good quarterback and receiver in the NFL now, one of the ways to stop it is tight man-to-man coverage. You against him.
It's now 2nd down. The Vikings defense packs it in now, going with the 46. The defense gets the sack.
Well, that's a sign of a good defense. When you can sack the quarterback when you're just rushing the defensive lineman, you don't need any tricks, you don't need any blitzes. Man, that's talent.
Third down on the way. Up and grab it. And in for the touchdown. And with that score, they now have a nice buffer to work with over this last quarter and a half.
They do, but this game is not over. Now you got to come out there on the offensive side, and you got to find a way, come up with some new plays, take a chance, and get back in this game. It's not over.
The Giants getting set for the extra point. Driving extra point is good. The Vikings now have even more work to do to get back into this one. Scores 21-3. The Vikings are ready to return the kickoff. Patterson's got a chance to return this one. The Vikings stalled on their last drive, forced to punt. So now the offense comes back out onto the field.
Yeah, they're coming back out. They lack confidence, and I understand why. They came out, couldn't get anything done. The defense was flying around making the plays. They got to change the tempo of this game.
Going deep. Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie has an interception. That brings the play to an end.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just read the quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
The Giants are looking to inflict a little more punishment here as they try to add onto a sizable third-quarter lead.
Man, they are playing so well, Jim. I'm glad. Hey, how would you like to be the defensive coach? It doesn't matter what you call. It's not going to work because the offense is that sharp.
Setting up now at the 44-yard line. First down at the 44. Newman with the interception.
Good job that time by the defense. Not being fooled, being in position. When you're in position, you have a chance to make the play. That time they did. They got the interception.
Robert Ayers takes him to the ground.
Man, this defensive end, Jim, he is some talent. That time, good job. Makes the move, shows the speed, and gets around there and gets the sack.
The Giants' defense now is going to go nickel. Bridgewater standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Going for the home run. Third down. Snap it out of the gun. Look at that concentration as he makes the grab. The offense is back on the field here for this 4th and 6 play. Bridgewater's going to take it from the gun. A nice grab. No doubt he was going to hold on to that one.
I thought that was a pretty risky play that time by the offense. Even though it's the second half and you're down, you don't always have to go for it on 4th down. Fortunate for them, they got it that time.
The Vikings will take the snap from the 35. Has his target. And he's brought down right at the 43. After that grab, it's now 2nd down and 2. The Giants defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. Bridgewater's got it in the gun. Pass is intercepted. Running room. Taking it all the way home for the touchdown.
You got to love a defense that's not afraid to take chances, and this defense will get after it. That time they get the interception and return it all the way for a touchdown.
He made it. The Vikings have let this one get away from them today. Need to try and turn things around in a hurry. The score's 28-3. Josh Brown about to boot it down the field. Sherald on the return. And a flag comes out.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
And the illegal block in the back is going to move this team back.
Yeah, you know, Jim, the rule of thumb here is if you can read the name on the back of the jersey, don't block him.
The Vikings will try to put a little drive together and not give the football away, Phil, as each team seems to want to treat it like it's a hot potato.
Well, sometimes it is a hot potato. Did you know back in 1985, Jim, I set a record for fumbles in a football season? It wasn't easy to do, but I accomplished it. It was a lot of hard work, and I got it done.
First down at the 15. Airing it out. Charles Johnson with the catch.
Well, that'll make you feel a little better. Finally getting a first down. You're down big in the second half, and you're on the offensive side. Don't look for the quick score. Just look to pick up positive yards and hope it leads you to a score later.
3 quarters in the books, and this game hasn't been close. We're back after this.
You're losing. Snickers satisfies.
Coming to the line at the 48. Peterson lines up in the backfield. The final quarter begins with this snap. Interception. They bring him to the turf. Early in the 4th, and if there was ever a thought of a miracle comeback, that interception pretty much ended it.
Yeah, you know, I'm not sure they ever thought there's going to be a miracle comeback in this game. It's been bad all day long. I actually feel bad for them throwing that interception because they just can't seem to do anything right on the offensive side.
He's averaging 5 yards per carry on the day.
Running backs in the NFL now, it's hard to bring them down. That time, nice job of breaking the tackle. Well, Jim, what a day for this offense. You know, they're blowing the team out, and here they are once again in the red zone. Hey, listen, if I was them, I'd go ahead and try to punch it in one more time.
Harris is there to make the stop.
All right, coaches, don't get greedy. Be decisive over there on the sideline. Do what's best for your football team. Keep getting those first downs and letting that clock just keep running. You got a big lead here in the second half. Don't take any chances.
And that'll probably go as a drop.
Good job that time by the secondary. They're in good position. They make the play, and it's an incomplete pass by the quarterback.
They bring in the extra tight end. 2nd and 10. Throws the pass. Looking middle that time. And it's incomplete. It's 3rd down coming up. The Giants will line up in a full house set. Catch made. Brought down. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Good job by the defense. They're well-taught, well-schooled by the defensive coordinator. They know in situations like this, if it's thrown short of the first down marker, they're good. They come up, make the tackle. Now we have 4th down.
2 minutes to go before this one's in the books. We return out of the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter action. Should be an easy one here. The kick is through for 3.
When you get great field position, Jim, you got to take advantage of it. The offense didn't do it. I blame the coach. Those were terrible play calls, but a good kick by the kicker.
And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. The Vikings just gave up some big turnover points. And let's see if they can hold on to the football this time, Phil, because we know how crucial it is. We talked to the coaches about it this week. This was their concern with this team.
Well, if you want to stay on the field, you better quit turning it over, right, Jim? That's what the coaches look. You make mistakes on the field, they're going to be forgiving to a point, but you got to be smart, you got to be efficient, and get the job done.
The Vikings from the 22. That's a ball that should have been caught.
3rd long situations, a lot of coordinators in this league will run a draw play on 3rd long. Why? Because they're just looking for field position, pick up a few yards, and then by some miracle, if the running back...
And he's going to be sacked. So, just 3 plays and out for the offense.
When you blitz on 3rd down, You hope to get to the quarterback. Here's why. Because there are less defensive backs back there. The chances of giving up the big play are pretty high, but the rush, they're quick enough. They get there, and they sack the QB.
The Vikings turn the ball over on downs. And as ugly as things have gotten, this offense might actually be relieved to be able to get off the field at this point.
Oh, you know, I think you're right. I think they are relieved that this game is going to come to an end because there was no positive reinforcement. You're getting dominated physically. You have no hope, and that's hard to play in situations like that. Jim, that's just playing it by the book. You got the lead, and you want to keep the clock moving, so what do? You run the football. When you're in the huddle as a quarterback in this type of situation, you just tell everybody two things. Stay in bounds and put two hands on the football.
Jennings takes it across. It is a touchdown. That could be construed as running up the score, Phil. This game was already in the bag.
Well, Jim, it could be construed. You got to try a little harder or the score will get run up on you. How about that? You know, you are allowed to stop them on the defensive side, and you got to put some effort into it and some heart, and we've seen neither.
It out to about the 27 before he's taken down. The Vikings head onto the field here, Phil, looking for anything positive after what has truly been a disappointing performance all around.
I think when you have games like this and you're behind and it's just not gone well for you all day, then you just try to get the game over with, even though you're losing. Because if you keep forcing the issue and trying to make plays, all that can happen is probably bad, and you don't want to get anybody hurt in this situation.
1st and 10. Peterson's out there to receive the screen pass. The Vikings decide to take a timeout here, leaving them with only one. Bridgewater's got no one behind him, just a quarterback waiting for the snap. Locked in on the football and has hold of it with two hands. The Vikings will use a timeout here. They'll talk it over before running a play on 1st down at the 45-yard line. The Giants lined up in the nickel. 1st down at the 45. Rudolph had it, but couldn't hold on as this goes incomplete.
That's a wonderful job that time by the secondary. Everybody's in position, nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football, and it leads to another incomplete pass.
2nd down and 10. Looking to go deep. One-handed. Makes the grab.
All you can do is your job, and that was a good job by the offense, picking up the 1st down. You're down big in the 2nd half. Hey, don't worry about the score right now. Just find ways to execute plays.
Wow, what a time. Touchdown near the end of this one.
Well, it had nothing to do with the outcome of the game, but still a very nice play there on the last play to score that touchdown.
The Vikings for the point after. An extra point is good. The Giants prepare to return the kickoff. And he'll start his return. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24.
Well, Phil, I know it wasn't really popular when I said it back at the broadcast center in New York, but I said it early. This is a blowout, and I know I probably turned a few television sets off, but you had to call it like it is.
Yeah, it really was. Total domination. You don't see it too often in the NFL, but this is what it was. You just got beat, out-hit, everything went against you, and that's why you got blown out.
So for Phil Simms and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim Nance saying so long for now.